Hey guys, it's Megan here with GoingGear.com, and we're at the 2013 SHOT Show, and we're here with Aaron from Surefire, and he's going to show us some of the great new products coming out this year.
Yeah, we got a bunch of new handhelds that we're going to release throughout this year, starting with some of the upgrades that we have for existing lights, and then we'll talk about some of the newer technology we plan on releasing. So first up is our Outdoorsman series. That's a line we've had for some years now. Again, it's going through an upgrade as far as output is concerned. But the idea behind these is extended runtime, so we still plan on having a long runtime for these lights.
Are you increasing the output on any of these, or just extending runtime?
Yeah, we're increasing some of the output on it for all three of these variations. So we'll go from 49 lumens up to 80, and then we had 80 lumens on the AA version that we had out, so that'll go up to 120, and then 110 for the two battery 123A version of it. So
great.
One of the other things we did is included a new LED in here and also a new optic on this, so you're going to get a little bit more beam distance out of this. So that's one of the things we're doing with these lines here. Next up is our really popular light that we have out, and we've had it for years now. Started way back with an incandescent, and now it released several years back at LED version. So we're going to increase the output from this for this light from 200 up to 500 lumens. So again,
Big increase.
Yeah, it's huge. So it's awesome. We got a bunch of lights that are going to be released at that 500 lumen level.
Did you change the battery type that flashlight carries?
No, it's still the 123A battery on that one. Again, we changed the LED on it and also the optic as well. So.
Great. What else do you have to show us?
Upgrades that we have coming out is the LX2. Again, a really popular light for us. We increased the output on this one from 200 up to 500 again. So you still have the capability of low output level, and then 500 lumens on high once you press it all the way down. And then we're going to release a click style variation of this one, which is a new tail cap for the LX2 family.
And with these, with the increased output, does it also increase the runtime on them?
No, it's actually equivalent runtime. So that's one of the things that these newer LEDs provide is more output without decreasing the runtime at all. So there's always some sort of trade-off that you have to make if you're increasing output versus runtime. So, but we're able to keep the same amount of runtime as the old version and more than double the output.
Right.
Two new lights we have coming out here. This is our IR1 for military SWAT type applications. It's two output levels. It's IR only, and the idea behind it is just to get extended beam distance on this one for spotting long range. If someone's using night vision with the long rifle, they may be able to take out a bad guy at long distance. So that's the idea behind this. So it doesn't give you any sort of peripheral vision beam, surround beam on this one. It's just purely like a spotlight.
And what is the lumen output on that?
This is measured in milliwatts, so you're going to get up to about 110 milliwatts on this. So this will probably be out mid to late this year. Another variation off of this is this light here we call Vampire. About a year and a half or so ago, we released V2. It's a two battery version. It's a single battery version we're releasing now. It has both white light and IR capability. So it has a two-stage tail cap. You got low output, and then you got max output on it as well. As far as switching is concerned, to get into IR mode, just pull out the bezel, twist, and now you're in IR mode. So really versatile, really compact. And again, used for military type applications.
And what's the high output on that?
This one, we're looking at about 80 lumens on high for that one, and probably about 10 lumens on low. Milliwatts for the IR part of it is about 110 milliwatts.
And can you remind me what kind of batteries that takes?
123A lithium batteries. So most of our lights run on that. We do have a few exceptions as we move down the line here, and we'll talk about those too. So this probably looks familiar to a lot of your people that go into your website. This is based off our X300 platform. We're calling it the Y300. A couple of things we've done here is included a pocket clip onto it, and also included two-stage capability. We got max output on this one is 500 lumens. And you hit it again, you got a low output level. of 15. Our president was walking around the office one day. He really liked the size of it. It's pretty concealable. So he told us to make a couple changes to the X3800. Here we are. We're going to release this one probably about mid-year.
Will that fit pretty easily in someone's pocket?
Yeah, it works really well. It's really concealable. It doesn't go quite as deep as some of the two battery versions we have here. We do have side-by-side batteries on this, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. It's still lightweight and compact, easy to use. Newer light we have coming out this year is this Peacekeeper. It is a rechargeable light. Last year we released a line of rechargeables, and we included every sort of function feature that we can possibly put in a flashlight, and it was priced accordingly with all the bells and whistles on it. We're looking at this one as more of an entry-level law enforcement light. Runs on an 18650 battery. You do have to take out the battery to charge it. But with that, there's some cost reductions we're able to put into the light. So you got 700 lumens on high, hit it, let go of the switch, hit it again, you got 15 lumens on low. This is based off of our really popular Fury line, so same reflector, same LED. We're able to get about the same package size as that 2-battery version of the Fury, and a little bit more output on it too. So we're really looking forward to getting this one out. We think it's going to be really popular.
And when do you guys expect to release that?
We plan on having this one out in May, June timeframe this year. Extension to our Fury line is this P3X. We have the 2-battery version out now, and we're going to release this 3-battery version, 123As. So it's the first variation we're going to release is this one that has the low capability first, and then the high second. We're up to about 800 lumens on this one, so it's yeah, quite a bit of light. Again, same reflector, same LED on that one. We have it with a click-style tail cap on that. And again, we're probably looking about April, May before we can get this one out the door. We're really looking forward to getting this one out. That Fury line has been really, really popular for us. Yeah, and we do plan on having a weapon light variation of this light coming out around that same time frame as well. This light may look familiar to some of your viewers. We announced it last year at SHOT Show. We're this close to getting it out now. Looking forward to getting this one out probably in the March timeframe, so it's just around the corner. Again, this is a rechargeable light, but it also runs on 12 123A batteries, so if they want to dump a dozen batteries here to get this thing powered up, we can do that too. It has pretty much every feature that we can put into a flashlight in here. It's got multiple output levels, so let me turn that down for you. So you have a disable switch here, and then you have a low output level that you can dial up all the way up to the max output. Three switches on the bezel here. You got constant on, you have a momentary, and then you have max blast feature, we call it. It's going to override everything here and give you the maximum output. So at 2,000 lumens, it's a lot of light coming off this flashlight. It does include a fuel gauge, so you know how much battery life you have left, and a charging port here, so you don't have to remove batteries or anything. You can just plug it in and get it charged up. So this one, like I said, in March, so we're looking forward to get this one out. The applications for this one is like search and rescue, border patrol, that sort of thing. Moving to some of the newer things that we're working on. These are a little bit longer range projects for Surefire, but as always the case with Surefire, we are going to push the envelope as far as technology. We include a flashlight. This is a prime example of that. When it's all said and done, we will have a tail cap on the back, switch on the back for constant on mode, selector ring in the front, and it'll include a fuel gauge. This one will only run on a rechargeable battery, so you don't have that dual fuel capability, and it does eat through the power pretty quickly. So this actually is a proprietary LED package that we're working on with our supplier. It has 8 dies in this LED package, 2 white dies, and then 6 green dies. So I'll show you this one, and when I say green, it is green. Let me show you this one. We got about 1,000 lumens just with the white light only, and then we have just about 5,000 lumens with all the dies activated. One of the questions we're getting a lot is, well, why is it green? So in order to get to that output level, the only technology available comes in that green wavelength. So that's why those LEDs are green. But yeah, it gives you a whole lot of light coming off there, and it is basically like a wall of light out of that flashlight. The way the LED is packaged and the optic that we're using, it gives you a pretty broad beam pattern.
Yeah, I know we were testing that light out earlier, and it is very green.
It's probably one of the most favorite lights of everyone that's working at Surefire now, because it's just awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Last thing we have here is this HID handheld light that we're working on. If anyone's familiar with the Hellfighter, it's using that same type of technology that we've supplied to the military for years. Now we got it on a handheld version. Runs on a rechargeable only. And it is single output mode, but there's tons of light coming off. This one is 4,500 lumens, but the bigger story here is how much candela it's producing. It's 1.2 million candela. So it works like stadium lighting a little bit, so it takes a few seconds for this thing to get full power, but once it does, it's quite a bit of light coming off. It is.
I can hear the lights starting to turn on and start working.
Yeah, so the central hotspot on this is extremely bright, and that gives you all the candela and beam distance. That's pretty amazing. We're looking forward to getting this one out in probably the next 3 or 4 months, so we're pretty close to having this one done.
Great. And what about these other two lights? When do you think they're going to be available?
This one is pretty early prototype, so it's going to be towards the end of this year before you see this one, and this one is March time frame.
Well, Aaron, we want to thank you so much for taking the time out to show us all the really great stuff coming out over the next year from Surefire.
Oh, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah.